All right, guys, super important topic today, kind of a little bit of a rant, but I have seen bullying online and I have been a victim of this bullying in real life, and we need to talk about it. And that is short horse prejudice. And unfortunately, English people, I'm talking to you. Tall horses are very fashionable in the English world, but putting people down for riding short horses is really crappy, and you shouldn't be doing it. Western people, I don't see this quite as much as from them. Obviously, they're riding stock horses and things like that. And of course, Western people do have tall horses, but you don't see them putting people down for riding 14-hand horses the way you see it in the English world. Like, if you don't have, a tall thoroughbred or warm blood, you may as well be a piece of garbage in some places. And again, this isn't everybody, but I've seen it and I've experienced it. I've always had little horses, and I'm 5'8", I have long legs. I'm not a tiny person, and one of my riding horses now is 13.2 and the other one's 15.1. And the 15.1 hand horse, my husband rides her, and he's 6'3". And all the time you see this stuff like so-and-so's 5'7" or up, or 6 feet, or their husband's 6 foot, and they're like, they won't consider a horse under 16 hands, and it's like, really? That's just short horse prejudice. And when it gets down to it, that's your preference. If you want a tall horse, that's your preference. But don't be nasty to people and tell them they need roller skates, or you've outgrown your pony, you need to move up, get a new horse, and things like that. Because for most people, most people are not going to outgrow a 14-hand horse. You're just not. I'm just saying it. You may not like the way it looks, you may not feel on trend or fashionable, but that's the way it is. Obviously, I'm not talking about cases where people are clearly too large for their horse, in the weight percentage wise. Obviously, you don't want your horse to have a sore back or to be truly overburdening your horse weight wise. But again, it's super critical to not be nasty to people and try to make them feel bad just because they're not on fashionably tall horses. I think Denny Emerson, English people, I know you respect him. Denny Emerson even said, if you pass up horses for being too short, you're going to miss a lot of really awesome rides. And I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. Like, if you pass up short horses, that's your loss, because many of them are freaking awesome with so much heart. And I think we've seen it in the eventing world, dressage, and even jumping. Some of those littler horses have so much heart. I did pony club growing up, and I was shamed by children and adults for having a 14-hand Mustang. I was shamed and pressured into moving up into getting another horse, and ultimately I couldn't do it. I mean, we went as far as trying a thoroughbred out simply because I was being pressured and shamed into getting a taller horse. I had to have it. And if your friends or your circle or your trainer is pressuring you into that kind of thing, think about what's in your heart. And if your heart is with a short horse's heart, you do your thing. And that's what counts. And I just want anybody out there who's dealing with short horse prejudice or the short horse haters, I've got your back. I love short horses. I always have had horses on the smaller side. I've just never been into much taller horses. I've never been a thoroughbred person or a warm blood person. So for me, it's been Arabians, Mustang, Morgan, the littler horses. And I think that the size of a horse is completely irrelevant. It's about their heart and the size of their heart. If you've got a short horse, tell me about it in the comments. I want to hear how tall your horse is and how tall you are. This is such an important thing to me, and I hate seeing people bullied for having short horses. It's happened to me since childhood. Leave me a comment. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Check out my website at Ginny's Horse Product Review. And until next time, happy trails on those little horses.